Hello, this is Diego Castro and welcome back again to the School of Magic of Love. We are continuing our workshop about the universal laws in our daily living. And today we are going to talk about the superior laws and the inferior laws and how to recognize the effect of the law in our own daily experience. So, I would like to continue with the following. Listen, there are many ways in which the laws can be presented. For instance, hierarchically, geometrically, with many different names that make it easy for us an identification. The same happens, for instance, with God. God may have a million different names according to each different culture. Many people believe in God, many people don't believe in God, but God is never going to be modified whether if you believe in Him or if you don't believe in Him or by the million different names that He has. The same happens with the laws. The laws are never going to be modified if you believe in them or if you don't believe in them or if you fight against them or if you like them or not. The only thing that can be modified is your own personal experience. But the law, as I already said it before, can never be modified. So there are seven laws that rule all processes in the universe. We can define the processes of the universe in two forces or in two directions. The first direction is the direction of the creation, and the direction of creation is originated in the superior laws. The superior laws are the law of love, the law of manifestation, and the law of polarity. As you can see them in the picture I am going to show you here. So, the three superior laws are the law of love, the law of manifestation, and the law of polarity. You can see them in the blue triangle. Those three laws rule the creation of the universe, the creation of anything. Nothing can be created by man or by the universe without these three laws. The other direction of the laws is inverse to the creation, is the one that allows the understanding of what's created. You can see them in the red triangle. So these are two simple concepts. Creation ruled by three laws and the understanding of what's created ruled by other three laws. The blue triangle and the red triangle that you are seeing. The creation leads us to acknowledge or to understand that there are laws that rule the process of creation. I acknowledge that there are laws, but I don't know them. How do I learn to recognize the creation, understand the creation, and learn how to manage the creation? So it is the same as, for instance, as to learn to drive a car or to use a computer. Now, to understand how were the computer or the car created is a whole different thing, but that is complementary with learning to use the computer or the car. These are the two directions of the law in the universe. The creation is originated in what we call the Father or the law of love, that you can see it in the blue triangle. And the understanding of what's created is originated from the basic law of nature in matter in the red triangle that you are seeing. So, in the first three laws, the superior laws, we find the superior law of all laws, which is the law of love. As this is the superior law, the rest of the laws are ruled by the law of love. And of course, all what happens with the rest of the laws serves to the law of love, are according to the law of love. We are going to say something that maybe now it is not very easy for you to understand, and it's the following. Behind any process, no matter how hard it is for us to understand, there is a purpose of love. That is what we need to learn to understand. The law of love is followed by the law of manifestation and the law of polarity, which are the ones that, using the information of love, allows the creation to be done. We will talk about this later. Once the creation exists, then we come. We are the students, and we came to learn how was all created and how to manage what has been created. We are the sons of God. We are going to call God the Creator, and to all of us, the students of the creation, the sons of God. As we are the students, we are in the process of learning And the three laws that rule the process of learning are the inferior laws: law of nature, law of harmony, and law of correspondence. You can see them in the red triangle. The blue and red color that we see does not respond to a whim or a principle of philosophical or religious characteristic, but to the order of the chromatic scales of light. The chromatic scales have three inferior scales, which are the same colors that rule the laws: red, orange, and yellow. That is why we call the inferior triangle the triangle of red. As it is the inferior triangle of law, some people call it the triangle of Inferno. But Inferno simply because it has the connotation of inferior in hierarchy. We also think that it has something to do with punishment, but it is not that way. It is only a place of learning. Heaven is also what people call the place of realization or the place of a prize when we have behaved in a good way in our lives. It is not a prize. The blue color means that the last three bands with the highest vibration of the color scales are the blues. I mean, blue, indigo, and violet, which conform the triangle of the blues. So, heaven and inferno are just interpretations that we human beings make about the order of the universe. There is a law that is not part of the triangles. You can see it between the red triangle and the blue triangle, and it's the law of evolution. It is outside the two triangles. However, this law is the one that allows to unite the inferior triangle with the superior triangle. Without the law of evolution, we wouldn't be able to ascend from the inferior to the superior. This law of evolution is a transitory law, which means that it only has the purpose to allow the evolution of the conscience. But once the conscious has developed, there is no evolution, and the integration of the inferior with the superior is a shift of earth and heaven and earth. So that is the purpose of the laws. This was just the hierarchy of the laws. If you have any question, please write them below in comments. So we are going to explain all of these laws one by one. But before, we are going to explain how can we verify the existence of the law in our own experience. What happens when we flow with the law, or what happens when we start going outside the law. And we are going to verify them with the results that we have. We are going to say the following: all laws of men, all laws of gravity, all laws of the universe can be verified by the outcome or the result. And this is very important because we're not talking about beliefs. We are talking about verification. How can we verify? So let us put the first example. What is the result of violating a law of men? Maybe we go to jail, we have a sanction, we have a fine, we have what we call a punishment. But we are not going to call it a punishment because there is no punishment in the universe. There is only a result. But we are going to explain that later on. So if I cross a red light, what happens? The police is going to give me a ticket. Why? Because I violated the law. Now let us talk about physics. How can we recognize the law of physics? Well, when we have an accident, when we have a result. Of course, we don't need to have an accident to acknowledge the laws of physics. We are going to say the following. Our human skin can only resist as much as 60 or 70 degrees. If I put my hand on a surface that is maybe on 500 or 400 degrees, I am going to have an accident and it is going to hurt me very much, and that pain allows me to recognize the existence of the law of physics. It is very simple. All laws can be recognized in the result or the outcome. So let us talk about gravity. The law of gravity has nothing to do with Newton. It existed before Newton and it continued to exist after Newton. How can we recognize the law of gravity? What are the outcomes, the results? When we drop an object and it is attracted to the ground, then it means that there is a law called the law of gravity. Of course, many people need to hurt themselves to recognize the law of gravity. Well, when you break an arm or a leg, you understand that it is maybe better to follow, maybe it is best to obey the law of gravity. Maybe we can jump as much as 2, 3 meters, but if we jump from 8 or 9 meters, we are going to break an arm or a leg. And that result, that outcome, allows me to recognize that it is better to follow and to obey the law of gravity. All laws can be recognized in the result or the outcome. Now, what is the result that allows you to recognize the law of the universe? Well, those results are very easy to recognize. The place in which you are, your physical body, the situations you live, the experiences in which you are involved are ways in which you can recognize the laws of the universe. If I am in a situation of pain, of suffering, that result shows me that I have gone outside the law. When I get out of the law, I have a painful result. So we can recognize the laws of the universe when we are sick, when we have blockages, when we have scarcity, when we have bad relations, when we have aggression, when we have violence. Those are the results of going outside the law. But we are not going to call them a punishment. Remember, there is no punishment in the universe. We are going to say only that the result that we have when we are going outside the law allow us to recognize the existence of the law. When we have painful results, we are going outside the law. But when we have results of satisfaction, we are following the law. It is very simple. So we have that there are no punishment or prizes in the universe. There are only satisfactory or painful results. If my results are painful in any sense, then I am going outside the law. If I have satisfaction in what I am doing, then it means that I am flowing with the law. It is very easy. So that is why I say that the law can be verified in our own experience. And that is the only thing that we as human beings need to learn to do. We need to learn to have results of satisfaction. It is very simple. Now, I am going to ask you some questions so that you can verify this in your own experience. The first question is, what happens inside of you when you don't get what you want? What happens? What is the result? The second question is, what happens inside of you when you don't value what you have? What is the result? And the third question is, what would you do to live inside the law based on the results? Take your time to answer those questions. So, what did you find? In the first question, what do you feel when you can get what you want? Maybe you feel frustrated, you feel fear, no satisfaction. Well, those results show you that what you want is outside the law. The second question, what happens when you don't value what you have? What do you feel? Well, when you don't value what you have, you start losing it. Do you know what's the reason for poverty? People stop valuing what they have. And because of that, they stop losing their ability to serve. And they have a result that we call poverty. So keep this in mind for your lives. All results show us the existence of the law. Please remember this. All results show us the existence of the law. As simple as that. When it is a painful result, you are outside the law. And all satisfactory results show us that we have followed the law in a conscious or in an unconscious way. It is very simple. Yes? So, taking into account what we have said in this video and in the previous video, I would like to ask you the following questions. The following question. What or how would you do to be inside the law? To follow the law, to obey the law. What would you do to obey the law, to be inside the law? You will come to find that the answer is very, very simple. And it is verifying the results. And that is why I am always telling you that this is not about beliefs. This is about verifying. Well, verifying the results, I stop going against the law when I understand that all suffering is associated with violating the law. So if I learn to have satisfaction in all that I do, then I know that I am following the law. As simple as that. Verifying the results. Now, we also have inner and external results. What do you think that are the inner results of following the law? The inner results of following the law are satisfaction, happiness, harmony. Well, it is very easy to verify. Those are the inner results of following the law. That is what you feel inside yourself when you follow the law. And what are the external results of following the law? It is also very easy. What do you have in your life? You will have also satisfaction, you will have abundance, and also you will have excellent relations. It is very important. We have inner and external results. Many people, of course, obey or disobey the law without knowing it. Wisdom is found when we know how to get excellent results in our life without them being casual. It is very simple. Now I am going to ask you the following question. How can I do to be happy inside myself and to have excellent relations with everyone around me? Think about that. So, what did you find? If I can't be happy and if I don't have good relations, then it means that I don't have a spiritual life. It means that I have an egoic life. I think I know, but if I really know or if I don't know, well, then the result is going to show it to me. The outcome is going to show it to me. If a person knows what it means to have a spiritual life, then with the wisdom that he has, he is going to have those two results. Inner results and external results. He's going to have happiness, harmony, and satisfaction. And he is also going to have abundance and excellent relations. If he doesn't have them, well, then the answer is very clear. He doesn't know, and he needs to learn. What does life teaches me when I can get what I have? It teaches me that I don't know, and as I don't know, I need to learn. Remember, verification. So, the first step is to accept that I don't know. The next step is that I need to learn. For instance, I can have happiness, I can have excellent relations, I can have many things, and I can't have them because I don't know. So, the answer of the law is that I need to learn what I don't know. As simple as that. Verification. You have to verify the results in your life. So I would like to end this video with the following. Listen, to exit our ego or our system of beliefs, we need to follow some steps that life gives to us. We need to follow a sequence that life gives to us. And the first of all is to make mistakes. It is impossible not to make mistakes. And those mistakes are when we go against the law. The next step is to learn how the law works. And the third step is to decide inside myself to follow the law. And when I follow the law, then my ego finishes. You know what? Because our ego cannot follow the law. The part of ourselves that can follow the law is our understanding. That is very important. It is necessary to make mistakes. How am I going to follow something that I didn't know that exists? So it is as simple as that. This was just an overview of the superior laws and the inferior laws. Please keep in mind, verify the results. Remember, inner and external results. Results of painful results or satisfactory results, and learn to verify them in your life. That is why we have been asking a lot of questions so that you can verify the existence of the law in your life. Remember, painful results, satisfactory results, inner results, and external results. So that was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and in the next one we are going to explain the superior triangle. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please write them down, and hope to see you in the next time. Bye bye.